and it begins. Gaming and the stories. With a hope that the lag is not horrible. And last time's lag was just something else. Hopefully nothing bad. Dang it, I missed some things. Near you. Only completed it 100% in one of them. Unfortunate. Because I'm not 100%ing it. Not until later. Just have a day where I play and just wrap it up. Get little mini quests that I didn't do. Anyway, we're in this land. I got some stories to tell you. So, let's start off with the story. Yes. Story that was called A Hunt for a Husband. Basically, the daughter of the giant from last time who got murdered, pretty peeved at Loki, pretty mad, and also, so she wants him dead, but also really sad, currently just walking around this giant castle that her father had, and was like, man, this sucks, not around. However, in her heart, she's like, I'm sure he'll come back, I'm sure he's fine. And on her head, she's like, he's dead. And I'm mad and sad about it. I'm not happy about the fact that my father's dead. Which is natural. You know. Someone killed your father and you loved him, then you'd probably be pretty upset about that. But she eventually is like, you know what? I'm done sitting around. I'm gonna go get revenge. She wants revenge on the gods. So she marches over, ready for battle. And Heimdall, the guy who's watching over, is like, someone's approaching with mean and negative intention. I'm gonna warn the gods. Woes is torn, they all gather together, but they're like, we're happy currently. We just got the golden apples of youth. This is awesome. We don't want war, we don't want to fight. And so first Odin was like, hey, could you possibly just talk this out? This giantess is like, no, I'm not here to talk things out. I'm here for blood. She's just not there to be like, oh yeah, you can just buy me. They're like, yeah, we'll just give you some gold and that can work this all out. And she's like, no, oh you don't. So she then notices a god that is very kind, is very handsome in her eyes, basically the perfect one. And Odin's like, hey, well, will anything work? Could we give you something? It's like, I'll take a husband and a bunch of laughter. Basically, she wants to be happy, but she also wants this god, I think called Balder. No, not Balder, but something like that. Very kind person, a very kind god. And she's like, I want a husband. I was like, okay, but you have to choose them out by their feet. Their feet, ankles, and legs. That's all you get to see. You pick them out. Odin does some magic. All the gods become invisible. Only their feet and legs are there. She notices a pair of very good-looking legs. Like, that's the one. That has to be the beautiful god I just saw. Choose that one. And it's revealed, that's a pretty good choice. You got the god of the sea and stuff. And she's pretty upset. Like, no, that's not the one I wanted. And then, like, hey, it could have been worse. You could have picked, and then suddenly from nowhere, Me! Just a squeaky voice. Like, what the heck? Who is squeaking? Who is squeaking and squawking? Who'll be doing all this? A coil of rope just starts moving. Like, oh, I think I know what's happening. Then the voice changes at the rope unfurls and stuff from knots and stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's Loki yet again. And he just pops up on her shoulder like, could have gotten me and stuff. And they're all laughing a bit, including her, because he's being silly, like a kid, like he kind of acts like. Doing his joking side. Pretty nice. And as much as everyone's laughing, this girl is not happy. It's like the only way I'd be laughing constantly is if you're dead. I would laugh if you tied yourself in a knot that you could never undo. And that goes nowhere, but they all have a bit of a laugh. And then once the laughter is all done and the whist, I believe the person that she just married is Njord, he's called. He's like, hey, why don't you come to my long ship of a hull? And it's like, no, we should go to my mountain home. Like, that's way too far away from the sea for me. Well, they'd agree 9 nights at her place and 9 nights at his place. When they get back from her place, Njord's like, I hate it. It sucked. I missed the sea. I missed the birds. And then when they are done with Njord's place, she's like, it sucked. I woke up to the sound of gulls, and it was loud and sucked and annoying. They eventually decided, yeah, we should just live separate. Afterwards, they did see people would see her going skiing down the slopes like she used to with her father, but she's now by herself. She's hunting elk and bulls and bears, whatever she can get, reindeer. Why not? She's just living her life. And some of the gods commented, one is of ice and wind and stuff, the other one's of the sea and water and stuff. How would they ever mix together? That's kind of how the story ended. So she got a good ending. Njord has a wife now. Also, something I forgot to mention. The person that she wanted to marry, the god she wanted to marry, they commented soon after she pointed out that he was the one she originally wanted to marry. Like, well, you couldn't have, because he's already married. Kind of ironic, but you know. That's how things work. Anyway, we now got plenty of voicing for me to do. And plenty of gameplay before I start the next story. And we'll see where things continue to go from there. Look what we have here, boys. Jazzback. Get lost, Jezbeth. Take your lackey with you. Unless you want to get kicked down the hill. Again. Hi, Flint. Hey, Roach. Really sorry? You're entering this establishment. Step aside if you want to avoid trouble. You don't avoid trouble, human. We start it. I was counting on that. go well, or extremely poorly. Not liking our odds. You never know. Yeah, I think that makes this safe for a turn. Hopefully. Hey, we live. How convenient. I still have no clue how this power works. I think that it's based upon my walls, and however many walls I have become power. Let's launch forward. I think that's how this game works. No clue. No cutscene. Wait, I can't afford any more of these orange guys, so enter we must. Wait a second, I think that was foolish. Correct answer. Oh, looks like we just have two bros. The press person and... Yo, this is actually not half bad. It ain't half bad. This music kind of rocks. Alright, alright, alright. The demons at the bottom they're punching in tune with the music. Listen to the drums and look at those two demons. They're punching each other in tune. First thing to get to action. Go to Rhino and a unicorn. Yeah! That man's depressed. Also, I did nearly lose in that last battle. I'm going to grind quickly. Never a good idea to go into a place if the last battle was a bit of a challenge. Look, Puzzle Man. Bless Elras. It's been days since I laid eyes on another human face. I escaped my demon master's fiefdom under cover of night. I've been on the run 3 days now. I have but one defense against the demons that I've come across. What's that? I stumped their maker brains with the puzzles. Then I flee. Hear them scratching their heads. Do a fellow human a favor. Test my battle puzzle and see if they're enough to keep me alive. Sure. Excellent. So start you off with my go-to battle puzzle. In a single turn. I think I'm genius. I am genius. My brain. It is mighty indeed. Fear the might of my brain. XP. You figured it out so easy. Maybe someone else will too. I have to come up with a new one. You obtain Thorn Whip. Nightmares reach their maximum power when they're launched in unison with other nightmares. I don't think I have anything yet, so yeah. No, it doesn't hurt. What's this guy again? Abyssal Lord. Absorbs power from fallen ally formations. Not sure I'd want one currently. Hey, a chest. Raid Shield. Flame damage is applied to enemy formations for an additional row. What? Flame damage is applied to enemy formations. Is that to the succubus? What? I'm not sure how that works. Oh, time to test my new stuff. Come on. Is going surprisingly well. Ow. How dare you? I'm very angry. See, I'm very angry. Super angry. You shouldn't have angered me. I got really lucky just now. Holy crap. I can't believe you would ever think to do something like that to me. Just very rude in general. Hello. An elfin sugar. What are you doing here? Demons attacked us, and I don't know. I was pulled through a portal during their escape. I wish to kill every dirty demon that crosses my path. But I'm not sure I'm up to the task. I need to see if I have to. You challenged me. Great. Don't go easy on me either. I need to toughen up if I'm to survive in Sheka. Alright then. I'm gonna take this seriously. Now look at Luke. I have no idea where voices are gonna go until I start. Guy here, take this guy, go over here. I know those deer, they're gonna jump over my defense no matter what. Might as well just strengthen it with the physical brutes. Can't beat them if you join them and all that, so I'm not joining them. Might as well become the biggest thorn in their side. gotta survive this attack, and I should bring complete decimation. Well, good on me for placing those two goons. Holy crap. Ah, I live. For now, I live. I almost had you. You are tougher than you thought. Well, speaking of being overconfident and being thoroughly slapped in the face with reality, this brings us to our second story. How fun! It's a story of treasure. For some reason, the title of the story was called, like, The Two Treasures. Meanwhile, there are 6 of them. Kind of a dumb name, gonna be honest. I'm not sure who translated the name of that story, but they definitely missed the mark somewhere pretty intensely. This is a story that starts, interestingly, with Thor busting down the door to Loki's room, grabbing him by the top of his red hair, and being royally peeved at him. Real mad. Like, what did you do? How did you do it? Well, not what, but really how. How did you get into my room and why did you do what you did? Loki, promptly screaming, what I did was a joke, because he already knows what is going on. He expected an anger, but not this. He's crying out because he's having his hair pulled. It was a joke! It was a joke! Then Thor demands, very bluntly, tell me or face my wrath. I was like, okay, okay. So I turned to a fly, snuck into your room. So I was like, wait, you carried shears into my room. There's a fly? No, I grabbed your hunting knife that was right next to you. Because you're an idiot. And I cut your wife's hair. Now Thor's wife Sif is known for her beautiful golden hair. She was kind of horrified when she woke up to find it's gone. And looking at it, like, that's my hair on the ground in a pile. What the heck? She was very upset about that. Understandable. I'm very proud of my hair. And I'd be very upset to one day wake up and be like, that's my hair on the ground. What the heck? Who just signed their death warrant? Natural anger. I understand it. So, Thor throws Loki to the ground. It's like, you're gonna fix this. You are going to get my wife her hair back. So Loki, begrudgingly, goes down to Midgard, goes down to see dwarves, complaining that everything is always down compared to where they live, and how it's annoying because in his mind, everyone knows that it's easier to walk up than it is down. I'm not so sure about that, but at the same time, you do move slower on stairs when you're walking down compared to going up. So I think he had the point. But maybe not. You go to see the two sons, which are named Son 1 and Son 2. I think we know a very nice author who is dead, but had a very similar thought process to naming some people. Anyway, Loki's like, hey, Son 1 and Son 2, how you doing? How my friends like, what do you want? Me, you want something? You only call us your friends when you want something. Don't spit it out or else. Like, okay. I need you to make replacement hair for Sif. And they're like, what's in it for us? Why should we help you? I'm like, good question. Well, not only will the gods be very grateful and be your friends, but you'll get a lot of gold. Like, interesting. And Loki bursts out laughing. Wait a second. Even if Son 1 stands on Son 2's shoulders, you'd still not even be able to reach Thor's shoulders. What a bunch of nerds. And they get to work anyway, even though Loki's being a bit of a jerk. And they start working away with metals and stuff. And Loki, very tired, passes out. Well, it's not too long before the brothers are done with job 1. Hey, we made Sif hair. But, well, if we want to gain favor of the gods, we could do even more. And so, they begin. They make a spear engraved with magic words. And I don't remember the name, but I think it was like Gungnir or something is the name of the spear. Anyway, the magic words mean that it's never gonna miss. You can try to stab someone, no matter how much their armor is, no matter what the situation is, no matter how fast they are, that spear ain't missing. That stab is gonna hit. So good for them. And then they made another thing. A ship made of silver. This is a normal ship. It has 64 seats, I think it was. No, not 64, it was 26. I'm not sure how I meant it up. 26. 26 oars. And so that's enough for all the gods and goddesses. Fantastic. But that's not all. This ship can fold. It's a folding ship. It's a massive folding ship. I'm not sure how that works, but it works, apparently. Those dwarves are really something. They're greedy and jerks. But then again, so are the gods. They're kind of jerkish. Everyone's greedy and a jerk. Yay! Anyway, moving on. We got our 3 treasures, and then Loki Like, I could head back to Asgard right now. Or I could go see some other dwarfs and get even more treasures. So he does that second option. Sees two brothers, which we're gonna call brothers 3 and 4. I think one of them was named Bragi. Actually, we'll call them Groggy and Bragi. Groggy and Bragi are just hanging out. Their cave, the walls are covered in gold and silver, so that whenever they're lighting their the fire of their forge, it's shining, which I can respect. Greed is something, and glistening valuable metals can look very nice. Anyway, Loki's like, look at these 3 items. Could you make things as good as this? Like, oh, we could make them better. Like, there's no way. I'd bet my head on it. Bragi is very excited about that. Like, wait, your head? Finally, we can get Loki to shut up. This is amazing. And so they agree. If they can make the better treasures, then Loki's head is theirs. Well, they take Loki over to a table with chains. Like, help yourself to me while we get to work. Bragi's like, hey, Groggy, start lighting that fire. Start working it. It's like, okay. So they get to work. They use gold and silver like the dwarves before them. At first, and they make a boar. A golden and silver pig. Its hairs, or fur, or whatever you want to call it, is gold. And the name was long, and I don't care for it, so I'm not going to say it because I can't remember it. But I'm going to call it Pumbaa, because I can. And so we have our Pumbaa, and they're like, okay, now for the second thing. But before they get to work, a horsefly somehow comes along and stings Groggy. And he's like, ow! Stupid fly. He blows this fly away. He's like, oh, shoo. Dumb fly stinging me. And then they get to work on the second thing. When they're done, it's revealed to be a ring. An armband that makes golden rings every 9 nights, I think it was. And like, wow, we've done it again. And the horsefly yet again is like, hey, suckers, and stings Groggy. Groggy again shoots it away. And Broggy's like, remember, you can't let that flame die, or else can't let it dim at all. You gotta always be pumping it, otherwise we can't make things as good as we'd like. But now the final thing is coming up. Groggy starts working away, pumping that fire as Broggy brings out a giant hunk of iron. Now, it's not the sword from Berserk, but they are basically just giant raw hunks of iron. Anyone who understands that, good on you. Anyway, I seem to say anyway to transition a lot. Strange. Gonna work on that. So, our Groggy's pumping away, and the horsefly comes again. Stings Groggy in his right eye. Groggy's like, ow, my eye! Then, while he's stunned by the pain, he gets stung in his other eye. Like, ow, my eyes! He steps off for a moment as he wipes the blood from his eyes. Because his eyes were just injured. Because they were stung by a horsefly. Understandable. Probably hurts a bit because your eyes just got injured. Anyway, he goes right back to working and pumping that fire. And Broggy quickly, after he's done, checks Loki. Loki's there, enjoying mead. If you can't tell already, Loki's that horsefly. He cheats a lot. Then again, that's kind of what's helped the gods, and so what are we expecting? He's a trickster. This is just par for the course. Well, they make the last item. It's a gift for Thor. I'll give you 3 guesses. If you're watching this on YouTube or something, I'll give you 3 guesses right now. What's this mystical treasure that's gonna go to Thor? Can you guess? Surprise, surprise! It's a hammer! Mjolnir! Who would have thought that we now have Mjolnir? Yes, this entire time leading up to this is a fairly late in the game item. You always think, oh yeah, Thor, he's always had his hammer. No. But the dwarf does mention, I think it's Bragi, yeah, Bragi. Like, Thor is going to wonder how he ever lived without this thing. Pretty proud of his work. Understandable. He's proud of his work because he wants to be proud of it, and he hopes that it's good enough to win a bet and take Loki's head. Well, Loki and Bragi go up to Asgard. Heimdall's like, hey gods, come along, set up. He blows the horn to tell them. They all set up in the hall. Which hall? I don't know. For some reason, even though the stories are normally really detailed, they don't say which hall. And they also mentioned that suddenly there's another setup that they have, that Bragi has, that's covered in gold. Again, this is a new cave or whatever, or smithing shop that Bragi now has in Asgard that's covered in more silver and gold along the walls, and yet this is just abruptly mentioned. I don't know why. And they don't mention the hall's name. They always mention the name of the halls or whose hall it is, but in this one, oh no, we can't do that. Getting off on a tangent. I'm confused by it the more I think about it. But the gods are all set up, and Loki looks around. Like, are you all seated? Like, yes, we are, Loki. Can you get on with this? Why are we all here? And so Loki begins. So I made a wager. If I lose this wager, I lose my head to this guy. This dwarf. And he goes on a saying about dwarves are dirty and greedy and deceitful and blah, blah, blah. Basically, just stating what he thinks of dwarves. Which most gods and other beings apparently also think of dwarves. Dwarves don't have a good reputation. Apparently. And Odin's just like, listen, are you gonna tell us why we're here, or are we just here to listen for you to tell us about dwarves? Something we will know good and well about. Are you just here to waste my time? Like, no, I'm not here to waste your time. So about this bet, I'm going to show you 3 treasures, and after that, this guy is going to show you 3 treasures, and then you're going to decide whose is better. Well, first Loki goes up to Odin, like, here's a spear, Gungnir. It will never miss its target, no matter what, because of these runes. Odin's like, that's pretty good. I'm happy. And he goes over to Freya. I believe it is. Pretty sure it's Freya. That or it's her brother, Freyr. It's really confusing. But 9% sure it's Freya. Why are they named so similar? He gives her the ship. He's like, wow, this is great. She stands up, waves. Apparently that's a big deal. The fact that she's waving. Because all the gods and goddesses and stuff all gathered around like, whoa, yeah, she's waving, yeah. Must be a hell of a gift. And then he goes to Sif. reveals the hair and is like, put this on your head and it'll take root. She feels the hair, then puts it on her head. She removes a cloth that she had around her head because she was very embarrassed about the fact that she had stubble instead of hair. Well, now she has her hair again and she's very happy. And then Broggy's turn comes and he's like, okay, it's my turn now. Step out of the way, Loki. I'm better. He gives this arm bracelet, this armband or whatever, to Odin. And explains every 9 nights, a golden ring will come from this armband. Talks about moons and stuff, holes on moons. I'm guessing that for some reason, this is also the story of why there are holes in the moon. Why it looks like the moon has holes. I don't know. I read the book and I still don't understand. So whatever. And then he's like, this is the first gift. Then he goes over to Freyr. So I'm gonna assume the ship was for Freyr. And like, here's Pumbaa. Pumbaa's hair is gold, and as long as you ride it, even if you go into hell underneath Yggdrasil's roots and everything, then it will make its own light. So riding it, it'll never get dark. Like, wow! A mount that will never let it get dark around me. That's great. I like this. And then finally he hefts up this hammer, this big old hammer, which he commented has a short handle because of the fact that Loki messed up their forging. But he doesn't mention that Loki did cause any problems because he doesn't know. And he gives it to Thor. Like, this is Mjolnir. This is a gift for you. It'll always return to you, and it'll never break no matter what you hit with it. And all the gods are like, wow, this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. This is the best weapon. Now with Thor wielding this weapon, all of our enemies are going to fall. This is great. We like this. Well, it's time for deliberation. Doesn't take long. If you're like, so we're all in agreement, right? Yeah, okay. And Broggy wins. I was like, oh no. Well, you can take my head if you can catch me. And he bolts it. Books it. Broggy's pretty peeved about this. Like, hey, wait a minute, no welching on our bet, and asks or tells Thor, go get him. Thor's like, yep. Nah, I'm not gonna let him get away with this one. Doesn't take long. Not surprising considering Loki's Weasley, but Thor's really good at fighting and speed and stuff, so Loki doesn't get very far before he's caught and Thor puts him under his arm. Kind of like what happens when you're put into a headlock or something. If you have a older brother or older sibling, you might know what that's like. He's held underneath Thor's arm, and it's carried back into the hall. I was like, okay, you can have my head, but you can't have any of my neck, not an inch. Not one little bit of my neck, and all the gods are laughing like, ha ha ha. It's impossible to take the head without the neck. You can't take the head without also taking part of the neck. And so Broggy takes a leather thong, as this story says, summons this very sharp tool that his brother uses, because the knife can't pierce Loki's lip because of how leathery and stuff it is. But Broggy summons his brother's tools, uses this very sharp instrument, pierces Loki's lip, and basically sews Loki's mouth shut. Loki then leaves the hall, takes out the thread, and is royally peeved. I do all this, I get them 6 treasures, and when I originally was only needing 3. In fact, I didn't even need 3. I only needed 1 thing, but I got more because of the fact that I'm just that type of person. And this is how they repay me. Couldn't even save me from this, and yeah, kind of a jerk move. I mean, the gods even mentioned, yes, Loki's a pain, but he has gotten us out of a lot of trouble. Loyalty is not very thorough within this community. Well, Loki leaves and he's just muttering to himself how he's really peeved about this. Roy, really bloody angry, and he's wiping the blood from his lip as it's been pierced several times, and just muttering to himself as he leaves. And that's where the story ends. How strange. But you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Man, this story was long. I'm doing the abbreviated, like abridged format, and it's this long. Then again, it wasn't an 11-page story, it was a lot of words. Jeez Louise, that made me sound really dumb. Anyway, it's also pretty late on my end, and I'm probably gonna... I gotta wake up tomorrow. And since no one's here, I'm thinking we're gonna do this next little segment, and then we're gonna call it good. Erlach, choice. Orgath. Thinking more message. It's been too long. You've come for the demon Lorsh. This is Shega. Humans don't make demands from demons. You dig our ditches. Fill our bellies. Show them what you can do, Aiden. Show them your power. Go jump in a flaming pit of lava, demon. I gotta go. Gotta find pit of lava. Where's the closest lava pit? Anyone? Now, which of you is Lorish? Speak up! That to me. That's him. Smell that? It's Lorish, alright. Been a long time, Jezbeth. You're looking all grown up. I knew you would be back someday. The only mistake I made was bigger. That was bigger than Azek's. It's you. What was the flesh bag? Was the death wish, Jezbeth? Zayden. It gives me great pleasure. Like that he's no ordinary human. And I shall have to kill him. In a truly extraordinary manner. Get him, old shredder. Oh Lord. This is just sad. Why not? That's the two areas he moves. Got it. Dang it. That doesn't cost me. It's not much, but you know what? It's something. And take that damage to the face. Let's see what damage we also do. Gosh, this guy's annoying. It's not like he's a challenge, it's just he's really annoying. There's cowardice and everything. Unfortunately for him, he's just been doomed. You see, it's very unfortunate. He just wasn't good enough. He wasn't immune to lava. Or fireballs. Or minion attacks. Really, he should have been immune to those things. What a rookie error. At least one of those things. Come on. Oh no. Oh, Shredder. It's okay, boy. Eddie's here. How can you be so mean? Just the hell out. Stop telling me what I find Azix. Move it up, Chega. Find himself as a proper villain. Stay with me, old Shredder. Where is he? Where is he? Where did you find him? Who's between realms? Word has it he's got a portal up on top of Mount Nibazir. Jez, I just want to say, I forgive you and I love you. I love you, several decades too late. Come along, Chez. Chez best. Show me where to find this Mount Nibazir. Yes. Show you. Shredder, you are Demon's best friend. That's just unfortunate. Anyway, right back to upbeat music after we just killed a guy's dog. Hey, I'm burning even more. Ah, neat! Sure. Anyway, it's been fun, but you know what's here, and I got a fairly busy day ahead of me. Guys, I already got your lore. I gave you guys your lore fix. Hope you guys had fun. I'm running it at 69 minutes, so